All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. So today, guys, it is time for the Champions League quarterfinal live reaction. It's me, 8744. So you're probably wondering, am I going to bring guest on for today? No, we're not going to have a guest on for today. I'm just doing this by myself. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I do want to join someone else's stream. And hopefully by the time I end this, I can actually join that stream and actually cook on there. So, because I do have some stuff to say. But, like I said, we're going to go ahead and do this, man. So let me read some of your guys' comments. Patrick Mealy says hello. Matt Shell says hi, boo to the delay. Yeah, I had to delay it, man. Matt's the traffic, and I just got back home. So, yeah, sorry for the delay. Actually, I got back home around 5 minutes ago, but I needed to make the thumbnail, Bulgarian Mapper says yes, Barca. Yoster said big win for Barca in the tie. And, yeah, so it's huge, man. Huge win. So let's start with the Arsenal to Bayern Munich 2, man. Let's talk about that game first. So let's start with that game, shall we? So let me get my foot mob thing sorted. So I should bring this up, the Champions League quarterfinals. Yeah, guys, remember, guys, to like and subscribe. All right. So let me start with the Arsenal to Bayern Munich 2. Where is it? Why is it by round? Okay, quarterfinals. So first leg. Here we go. So for me, for this game, guys, I would say that let's talk about the 11 first before we get to before we even talk about the game itself. So as you can see, Arsenal lined up with the 4-2-3, and that was probably the best 11 they could have fielded. I don't think there was anything better than 11. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Do you guys think that was the best 11 Arsenal put out? Bayern Munich, that was definitely not their best 11. Kim and Jay wasn't playing, and obviously Kimmich didn't play the midfield, and Mazraoui didn't play. So that's going to be very interesting. And obviously, Eric Dyer and Limer started, which those two players, let me just say this right now. I don't care if they delivered a masterclass against Arsenal. They're still bad players. I still don't rate them highly, and I'm not going to change my mind. These players are still bumps, in my personal opinion. But credit to them, though. They showed up on the day, and that's what's important, because about the Champions League, it's all about moments. It's not about consistency or about how good you are. It's about moments. That's what the Champions League comes down to in the day, especially in the knockout stage competition. Moments are very crucial in Champions League. Okay? So, yeah. So, let's talk about that first goal, man. What a goal that is from Bukayo Saka. Very, very good goal from Bukayo Saka. And I think Bukayo Saka scored a fantastic goal there. That was an amazing, amazing goal there from Bukayo Saka. I don't know what the Arsenal defense was doing. They were caught napping. Arsenal defense. Bayern defense was caught napping. And Alphonso Davies, yeah, he started off the game bad, but I thought he got better in the second half, man. And Davies is going to miss the second leg. So I think Mazraoui, so Tuchel, you have to put Mazraoui at left back. Mazraoui has to play left back. I don't want to see Connor Limer play left back. Okay? Then Bayern just started to grow in the game. And then Kane, man. Credit to Kane, man. Kane showed up. Kane makes a brilliant. He intercepts the ball from a bad position from QR. And Kane finds Goretzka. And Goretzka finds it to Gnabry. And Gnabry makes it 1-1. And you're thinking of, oh my God, Serge Gnabry, man. The narrative, man. The narratives. Because for those that don't know, Gnabry is a former Arsenal player. And, Gnabry dunks on Arsenal like he did against the other two London clubs, Chelsea and Spurs. And both at their grounds, too. I think to myself, oh my God, it's 1-1. Wow. Then you're thinking, so okay, things are going good. The Bayern Munich, man, great pass. Leroy Sané, man, does a very, very. He gets past the Arsenal defense, and I don't know what this Arsenal defense was doing. Gabriel Saliba was terrible there. He gave away the penalty there. On upstep Harry Kane, and you just know Harry Kane had to score. Harry Kane had to score against Arsenal, his arch rivals, man, and that's his 15th goal against Arsenal, guys. And I was actually looking before the game. He has scored 7 goals against Arsenal and from the penalty spot. So this is now his 8th goal. So Kane, man, shows up, man, and now he scored 6 goals against Arsenal. In fact, I think I was actually looking online. he scored the most goals of any player of any opposition player at the Emirates, which is actually an insane stat for Harry Kane. So Harry Kane, man, shout out to you, man, for showing up. And yeah, that's how it ended, man. The first half, man. There was a I believe there was a big chance that Neuer saved in the first half. Let me see if I can see that right here. Yep, there's a big chance. This chance right here, man. QR miss. That was a terrible miss. No, actually, wasn't that? No, it was this one. No, was it that one? Gabriel. No, not this one. Ben White. Yes, Ben White. That was the chance I was talking about. The 16th minute of the game. Yeah. And Bayern Munich were 2-1 up. And it was, oh my God, Arsenal, man. They're struggling, and everything. And then the second half, man, it was a pretty end to end. Bayern Munich had their chances with 6 shots. Then obviously, we're talking about this play right here, man. So people are now discussing. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Live chat. Should Harry Kane have got a red card? Because there was actually some dispute about that on social media. For me, I don't think it's a red card. I think it's a bit because yes, it's a bit elbow, but it wasn't too aggressive. It was just a tight elbow. I don't think it's it should have been a red card. Now there is something going on social media, and I saw this. Raya and Gabriel. Raya plays the ball to Gabriel. Gabriel uses his hands, passes it back to Raya, and that wasn't a penalty because that was a clear handball. Bayern Munich probably should have had a penalty there, And I think for me, I was thinking of myself, okay, yeah, that was disgraceful. How VAR didn't check the Gabriel penalty was disgraceful, And then Gabriel Jesus, man. Gabriel Jesus, man, does some clever footwork to prime Trossard. De Ligt probably should have done better defensively. And Trossard makes it 2-2. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Arsenal have turned this. Arsenal got a second goal. Then Kingsley Coman hits a post in the 90th minute. Then I'm thinking to myself, oh my geez. Then obviously Arsenal wants a penalty there at the end. Bukayo Saka wants a penalty there at the end. And for me, it's not a penalty because Saka puts his leg on Neuer first. So it doesn't make sense. Now, if Neuer put his leg out first, then yes, it's a penalty. But Saka put his leg out there first. So for me, it's not a penalty. The game finishes 2-2. So in my opinion, guys, and I think I even said this on HH's stream. So I said this, that Arsenal, for me, have a better midfield and a better defense than Bayern. But you know what Bayern have better is their attack. If Bayern's attack can click on the day, they have a much better attack than Arsenal. Because for me, I don't really rate Arsenal's attack that highly. Like for me, Saka, he's a great player, but I don't think he's that consistent. Especially, I don't think he's that amazing. Well, he is a great player, but I don't think he's that amazing goal scoring wise. Havertz, for me, I don't really trust him. And then Martinelli, for me, I don't really rate him like that. Now, Trossard, I rate. Trossard is really good. I think Trossard is actually a very underrated player. I don't know what happened to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus this season has not been great. And Odegaard. Odegaard, for me, was amazing. Odegaard is fantastic, but the issue is that Odegaard isn't really a goal scorer, He's not really a goal scorer. He's more of a playmaker, And that's the thing with Arsenal. They don't have those kind of goal-scoring machines, right? Whereas Bayern Munich, they have Harry Kane. Harry Kane's a goal-scoring machine. This guy is so clinical, right? And guys, Gnabry turned it back. Gnabry turned back 2020. Like this was almost like 2020 Gnabry, because what we saw from Gnabry was fantastic, man. Gnabry was amazing. Leroy Sané, for me. See, the thing about Leroy Sané is he's such a frustrating player. I think if Leroy Sané was actually was great goal scoring wise, he could be one of the best wingers in the world because his dribbling, his IQ is great. But the issue is that he's not consistent. At times he can be very good. At times he can be very bad. He's a very frustrating player. I thought Musiala had a decent game. Goretzka, Leimer, I thought were great. Kimmich, I thought was fantastic. De Ligt and Dyer. De Ligt, I didn't think was that great. Dyer was okay, I guess. Davis, I thought, early in the game, Davis was bad, but I think Davis grew into the game. Neuer was great. At Arsenal, as I said, I thought Rice was great. Odegaard was fantastic. Ben White was great. And Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, QR weren't great. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts, man, for this one. And Kingsley Coman, he had a good chance at the end. Guerrero. Zinchenko, I don't really rate that highly. And then Thomas Partey, man. Yeah, so for Arsenal, man, this is a great result for Bayern. I think if you're a Bayern fan, you should be very happy with this result. Going away to the Emirates, going away to Emirates and getting a 2-2 draw. And keep in mind, guys, Arsenal have only lost 2 games at home this season. One was against West Ham, and one was against Liverpool in the FA Cup. So for Arsenal, man, as I said, This is not a great result for them, and now they have to travel to the Allianz Arena and to somehow beat Bayern Munich. Can they do it, guys? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. Can Arsenal actually manage to beat Bayern Munich on the road? We'll have to wait and see, man. And I actually just want to show you guys the head-to-head real quick. As you can see right here, guys. Bayern Munich, yeah. So only Arsenal only won one. Wait, is that the only time Arsenal won away at the Allianz Arena? I think it's the only win. That's the only win they got in the Allianz Arena. So look at the record: 4 wins for Arsenal, 1 draw, 5 wins. Now remember, I think it's one of the how many friendlies there is? Only 1 friendly. So if you actually take away the friendly, it's 3 wins for Arsenal, 1 draw, and 5 wins for Bayern. So Bayern Munich have a much better head-to-head. And of course, we all remember the last time the 2 teams played against each other. Actually, 2 friendlies took place. My bad, 2 friendlies. So really, Arsenal only have 2 wins. But yeah, if you look at this, man, the last time the 2 teams played against each other in the Champions League, we all know what happened. 10-2 on aggregate. 10-2 on aggregate. And guys, I believe guys, let me know in the chat. I think the last time Bayern Munich lost at home in the Champions League was against Liverpool. I think that was the last time they lost at home in the Champions League. So, yeah. Let me see what you guys saying in the chat. So let me go ahead and read you guys' comments. In the Thai UCL, like and subscribe. Hi, Alexander Reports Football says. Maestro said Trossard needs to come back in. FC Barca fan Sanders says, yeah, I'm gonna read your messages. Don't worry, but I'm only gonna read I'm only reading messages for in regards to Arsenal Bayern Munich game because that's what we're talking about right now. I don't want to discuss about games that are not relevant to this. And don't worry, we'll get to the Barca game. We'll get to the Barca game, but I want to talk about that when we get there. Okay. Book says hi. Master said Arsenal could strengthen Gabriel's position. Yep. Because of Jesus. Yeah, Jesus, man. Because the thing is, guys, I rate Gabriel Jesus. I think he's a great striker and technical play, but he's not clinical. I'm sorry, Gabriel Jesus is not clinical. This guy is not clinical. He's a great, I think he's a great second striker. He's like a great cam, but he's not a very good striker. That's the thing. He's not elite striker. He's a good striker. He's a good striker. And I do think he's a better player than Havertz, but I think Havertz is a better goal scorer than Gabriel Jesus. That's my opinion. Master says, good goal from Saka. Very good assist from Goretzka. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Ben White, man. Ben White got the assist for the Saka goal. That was fantastic, man. And not a penalty, Saka. No, yellow card was the right call. How come VAR didn't call the ref for the Gabriel penalty? Oh, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that, Rank. How come, apparently they were saying that VAR didn't call because it was kind of a kiddish mistake. It was like a kind of an amateur mistake, so it's okay. That is a horrible excuse. You cannot, are you really telling me that you're going to say that, okay, it's because of that? Nah, that's a stupid excuse. Oh, and I want to say this right now, man. Arsenal fans, please be humble. Because I saw before the game, when I look at my Twitter and my timeline, they were saying #pray for Bayern. And apparently, there's been a lot of Arsenal fans who are bigging up and saying, oh, look at Bayern Munich. We're going to destroy them today. We're going to destroy them. Guys, heritage and experience is very important in the Champions League. At Bayern Munich have way more experience than Arsenal. Arsenal, remember, this is Arsenal's first quarterfinal since 2010 in the Champions League. I remember, this is the first time Arsenal have been in the Champions League since 2017. So, Arsenal fans, please be humble. Humble, please. That's all I'm asking for you guys. Kane's elbow was clumsy but not malicious. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no pen. It was also a stupid decision by Saka. He could have ran past nowhere and scored. Mass Jones says, great spot for the referee to not give the penalty. Matt Jones said Trossard scored the last 2 Champions League games, and he was the only player to have a shot on goal that Dragoyo. That wasn't a tame wide header. Ooh, I see. Interesting, man. Interesting. So, yeah. Kim and Delicious start in the second leg. Marcel says, Yosir says, very difficult for Arsenal to win in Bayern's home. Rank tells us, who do you fancy if it goes to pens? Now, that's actually a good question, Rank. If it does go to penalties, who would you fancy? For me, it's Bayern. Because Neuer, for me, is a way better shot stopper than Raya. I know Raya came a clutch against Porto, but for me, Neuer is way better than at penalty shot stopping than who was Porto's goalkeeper? It's Costa. So, yeah, for me, he's a much better keeper. So, yeah. Macho said the Villarreal Joe Nagelsmann felt like a loss. Bielig Godzilla says, how far we have come to say Havertz a better goal scorer than Jesus. Yes, sir says, pray for insert team name merchants. We said Arsenal won't win, man. Okay, I mean, on current form, he is. Okay, am I wrong for saying that in current form, Havertz is a better goal scorer? Current form, maybe all time that's a different story, but in current form, Havertz is definitely a better goal scorer. Arsenal won't win, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Master said Arsenal needed David Ray on penalties to get to the quarterfinals. Bayern also see when Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, Rice have scored the penalties, and that is true, guys. Typically, we don't see teams win back-to-back penalties. Typically, we don't see teams win back-to-back penalty shootouts. So that's also another interesting thing. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, guys. I just want to do a poll real quick, guys. So which team, who is the man of the match, guys? Let's do a man of the match poll for this one. So for me, Kane, I'll nominate Odegaard, and I think I can nominate 4 options. So Kane, Odegaard, Gnabry, and who else do I put? I guess Saka. Okay, I have 4 options. So guys, vote in the poll, man. Vote in the poll. For me, my man of the match is Harry Kane. Harry Kane for me was the best player. I thought Harry Kane was the best player on the pitch. I thought he was the best player. Book would like to have a word on that. Okay, I said rare, man. It's rare to see. Okay, rank. Okay, it can happen. Not saying it can't happen, but it is rare. It is rare. Okay, you have to admit it is rare. You have to admit it's rare, man. Rank. You have to admit. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next game here. Okay. Good morning, Musiala. I don't think Musiala. I don't know. Maybe you guys could. I don't think Musiala is one of the 4. I'd wake 7 a.m. for these games, but they're definitely worth it. Wow. Okay, let's talk about Real Madrid. Let's talk about the Real Madrid game, man. Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 3. Wow. What a game this was, man. What a game this was. I think if you're Real Madrid, actually, let's talk about the lineups before we get to the game. So if you look at the Real Madrid 11, that was actually a pretty good 11. Pretty good 11. And so I think that's a great 11, you know. And for Real Madrid, that was probably the best 11. That was probably the best 11 they could have fielded. Real Madrid fans, let me know in the chat. Jesus and Pookie, man, were you happy with 11? Because I think that's the best 11. Obviously, you guys know Real Madrid more than I do, so obviously I can't really comment, but I think that was probably the best 11. Now, as for Manchester City, that was not the best 11 because Ederson didn't start and KDB didn't start. KDB didn't start, guys. Now, I think the thing with KDB is this. I think it's a bit of both. I think he wasn't feeling too well for the game. And also, I feel like he was also, what is it called? Rested. I think it's a bit of both. Because for me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if he is if he is not truly feeling well, then why is he in the squad list? Why? Like, that doesn't make sense. So if he wasn't he must have, it was probably a bit of both, you know? And so, yeah. Now let's talk about the game itself. So that first goal, man, from Bernardo Silva, man, great free kick there, man, great free kick there to make it 1-0. And Tchouaméni already gets a yellow card. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, is this going to be a disaster for Real Madrid at the Bernabeu? Because I was about to say, if Manchester City had destroyed Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, that would have been extremely embarrassing. Because I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what's going on? Tchouaméni gets a yellow card, and I'm like, oh, geez, it might be over. Because, by the way, guys, Tchouaméni is to be suspended. He will not be available for the second leg. And that means that Real Madrid is going to be, they're going to have to put Nacho at center back or Militao. Now, Militao is back, but I don't think you should start Militao. I think it has to be Nacho, right? Nacho has to start the second leg. Anyways, then Real Madrid responds. Camavinga scores a fantastic goal there. Now, it ended up actually being an own goal. It ended up being an own goal. It took a deflection off Ruben Diaz, and it's 1-1. And you think to yourself, oh my God, what a game, man. What a game we're having, man. Then Rodrigo scores, man. Vinicius puts a great assist there, man. Vinicius with a brilliant assist there, man, to make it 2-1. And that Vinicius was fantastic, man. And here's the thing, leading up halftime, man, is that look at the halftime stats, man. Look at the halftime stats. Because Real Madrid should have scored more goals. The fact they only scored 2 goals in the first half was sad, if you're from a Real Madrid point of view, right? Manchester City, they didn't really do that much in the first half. Manchester City were not great in the first half. Rodrigo up there in the 33rd minute. He should have scored that, man. He should have scored that. But we're back. My God, someone's calling me. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to do something. So, but anyways, as I was saying, so Rodrigo should have scored there in the 33rd minute. I'm like thinking, so wow. Match Real Madrid, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. I think you're thinking to yourself, okay, you know, those chances that Real Madrid had, man, they should have scored 31st minute, 33rd, 1 minute. And you can see how easy Real Madrid were countering Man City. Real Madrid were creating so many dangerous opportunities. Manchester City were not great. They were just holding on. And, you know, and you have to give credit to Toni Kroos. I thought Toni Kroos was fantastic on the day. But the second half, man, Manchester City turned it up, man. They started to turn up, man. Real Madrid with the chances couldn't score. I remember this chance, the 56th minute. How did Vinicius miss that? There was that, Vinicius, the 56th minute, man. And then take a bow, Foden. Foden scores an amazing goal there. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. Phil Foden, man. Take a bow, man. What a goal that is from Phil Foden. Phil Foden to make it 2-1, 2-2. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, wow. This is a crazy, man. Crazy. Then Vardiel scores the 71st minute. And you can see how Manchester City are so smart in their build-up. They're slow. They're patient with their build-up. The way they're able to create chances. Then Valverde, man, scores the 79th minute to make it 3-3. And so, yeah, man, for Real Madrid, man, it's not a good result. I know Real Madrid fans will be happy that we got the draw at the end, but if you really think about it, Real Madrid needed to win this game. Real Madrid needed to win this game, and I wouldn't not even just win this game, in my opinion. They needed to win this game by 2 goals, a 2-goal differential, because Manchester City are very good at Etihad, guys. Manchester City are really good at Etihad. And remember, Manchester City haven't lost the Etihad in the Champions League since 2019, the group stage. And keep in mind, guys, Real Madrid have never beaten Manchester City at the Etihad. They have never done it. So for Real Madrid, this was such a missed opportunity, because the thing with Manchester City is that they were so good. This wasn't even the best Manchester City team. Like, Walker wasn't there. Doku didn't play. KDB didn't play. Just imagine this Man City team at the Etihad next week. And remember, Tchouaméni's not going to be there. You know, let's just quickly talk about the players. Bellingham didn't have a good game. We got to keep it a stack. He was terrible. Vinicius had a good game, but he should have done better in the shooting department. He was wasteful in the final third. Rodrigo had a good game, but he should have done better the final third. I thought Kroos, Camavinga were great. Valverde as well. Carvajal, I thought, was okay. And Rudiger was amazing. I thought Rudiger was amazing, guys. Rudiger, for me, was fantastic for Real Madrid. Definitely Real Madrid's best center back, for sure. He was amazing. For Lamendi, I thought was decent. And Lunin, man, he should have done better there for the first goal. But yeah, for Real Madrid, man. Yeah, and for Manchester City, man, Foden was great. Grealish was good. Bernardo Silva was great. And Silva, man, he tends to score a lot against Real Madrid. I've seen the previous seasons. He tends to score. Vardiel obviously had a good game. Diaz. Akanji, I thought was not that great. Kovacic, I thought was bad. Haaland was terrible. We got to keep it a stack. Haaland had a disaster class. Rodri wasn't great. And Ortega was okay, I guess. Like, it was a back and forth, man. Crazy, crazy game. And for Manchester City, man, this is a great result for them at the Etihad. Great result. 3-3 draw away at the Bernabeu. And now they could take care of business to the Etihad and make it through to the semifinals. And you actually look at the head-to-head, and I was actually talking about this last night with my friends. This is probably one of the few teams that Real Madrid don't actually have a good head-to-head against. I think Manchester City have a way, like, Real Madrid, it's like, this is like one of those matchups where Real Madrid just don't have a good head-to-head against Manchester City. I mean, look at the head-to-head right here, guys. 5 wins for Man City, 3 draws, 4 wins for Real Madrid. And I think, let me actually look at this right here. So 1 win came in a friendly. Only 1 win came, 3 wins if you think about it. And yeah, so let's see, 1 here, 1 here. Yeah, like Real Madrid just don't really have a good head-to-head against Manchester City in the recent years. Manchester City have a better head-to-head. So yeah, I think if you're a Real Madrid fan, you're not gonna be happy with this result. And even though you may seem happy, you know, getting a draw from a losing position, but at the end of the day, it's not a great result. It's really not, you know. And yeah, I just think for Real Madrid, man, it's not a really great result. And for Manchester City, man, this is a great result for them. Not even if they're not their best, Manchester City is really a very difficult team to beat. Manchester City is a very difficult team to beat, even when they're not their best, you know. And I think for Manchester City, man, great result for them. So let me read some of you guys' comments, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game right here. And then obviously I'm going to end the poll. So 50% are going with Kane. Kane is the man of the match. Yeah, I agree. Kane was the man of the match. And for this game, guys, who is the man of the match for this game? Probably, I would say probably Vinicius. I'd probably say Vinicius. Let's do a poll real quick to see what you guys are saying in the chat. So let's do a poll. Who is the man of the match? So Vinicius. For Manchester City, I would say their best player was, who was the best player for Manchester City? You could probably say Foden, I guess. Foden, Rodrigo. I'll put Rodrigo. And I'll put in I guess Bernardo Silva. Okay. So yeah. Let me show you guys comments. Okay. Costa is usually good at penalties, to be fair. He just couldn't get the near three of them and just meant the wrong way for half his penalty. But no, but the thing is, Matt, what I'm trying to say here is that Neuer is better than Costa on penalties. He's way better. You know, I'm not saying Costa's a bad penalty shot stopper. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just trying to say is that what is it called? Neuer is better. As I said, what a game this was. Best game of the UCL season. Oh yeah, hands down. This was the best game of the Champions League by far. This team will give me a heart attack one of these days. Pookie says. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Matt Chelsea has 2 brilliant games, man. Bailey/Glossier said, whenever Real Madrid, Man City play against one another, always expect a Thanksgiving feast. Ooh, a feast, man. A feast. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Okay. Courtois would have saved the first goal and maybe the third. No, the third goal was amazing, Pookie. The third goal was a fantastic goal. Now, first goal, I think Courtois could have saved, but I don't think the third Manchester City goal he could have saved because that was a very good goal. Foden and Vardy will take a bow. Vinicius Rodrigo played well but lacked finishing. Yeah, I agree. Great games nonetheless. Pookie says, yeah. The time difference for these games is very difficult, especially here in New Zealand. Unimportant person says, Patrick Mewes says, I can't believe Foden scored a huge goal. Matt Jones says Foden, who said Foden wasn't that good in the first half. Vardy will man the match. Neuer isn't what he used to be on penalties. Courtois is long. I understand, but I still think it's a very difficult shot to save. It was a very difficult shot to save. So it would be very difficult for any keeper to save that. So yeah, and I think Manchester City for me, they're in the driving seat. They have the advantage going to the second leg, and you would probably expect for Manchester City to prevail. For Real Madrid, I think the only way to do this on penalties. I don't see Real Madrid outscoring the Manchester City that yard. I just don't see it. Unless Manchester City have like a disaster game where they're so bad at finishing, I just don't see it. Like for Real Madrid, they're going to have to do this on penalties. Now, guys, I actually got a question for you guys. As Rank was asking earlier for the Bayern Arsenal, if it did go to penalties, who would I favor? Now, if it did go to penalties for Real Madrid, Man City, who would I favor? I favor Real Madrid. I favor Real Madrid because, well, actually, that's an interesting one, guys. Who would you favor goes to penalties? I would just say Real Madrid just because Manchester City historically, I think, are bad at penalties. And Real Madrid typically are good at penalties, I think. So that's a tough one, though. That's a tough one. But yeah, I can only see Real Madrid do on penalties. I can't see Real Madrid outscore Man City. That's I just can't see it. So yeah. What Real can outscore anyone? No. The thing is, Balkan is that I don't think Real Madrid can win at that TI. I don't think they can because that TI is Manchester City are just generally really good, and I just think Manchester City this is a great matchup for Manchester City. I just think this matchup really favors Manchester City, and I think it's very difficult for Real Madrid. But I will say this though. I think for Real Madrid, if they could score 2 goals in like the first 10 minutes, well, I don't know. I guess they kind of even did that yesterday. I don't know, man. Like, I just think Manchester City are just I just think Manchester City is just too good. So, yeah, Mastro says, until Courtois struggles, I'm sure about him being the best goalkeeper in the world. Mastro says, Magnon is not relevant in comparison. I don't know. I just think, like, do you guys agree with me in the chat? Like, do you guys think that this matchup it really favors Man City? Or am I being too harsh on Real Madrid? As like I said, guys, I'm not trying to. I'm being objective here. I just think that for me, this is a very bad matchup for Real Madrid. I just think Manchester City, for me, just really match up well against Real Madrid. I just think they do. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next game, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Let's start with the next game here. So we're gonna save the Barca game for last because I have so much to say on that game, and I'm very happy. So I'm gonna save that for last. So let's gonna actually talk about Atletico Madrid 2, Borussia Dortmund 1. Okay. So Atletico Madrid, man. Here's the thing with Atletico. Here's the thing. Atletico from Madrid, for me, yeah, they got the win. Great win for them. But over the grand scheme of this game, I wasn't really that impressed with Atletico. Like, yeah, they had a lot of shots on target. To be fair, 40 shots, 9 on target. They were great on the day. But for me, Dortmund really showed up. I think Dortmund, for me, you have to give credit. Second half, Dortmund really showed up. But let's talk about the first half, man. I don't know what Kobal was doing for the first goal. That was a horrendous goal from Kobal. Kobal was holding on the ball too long and puts it out there, and DePaul scores. And it's 1-0. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, Atletico Madrid. Yeah, 1-0. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, what a disastrous start. Then Hummels, man. Hummels makes a terrible error there for the second goal. Griezmann intercepts, I think. Griezmann makes an interception, passes it to Lino, and Lino makes it 2-0. And you're thinking to yourself, oh my geez, what a terrible start for Dortmund there. Then Dortmund, they were terrible in the first half. Terrible. Terrible. But in the second half, man, Dortmund actually started to show up, man. Atletico Madrid had some great chances to make it 3-0. And guys, if it's 3-0, it's a completely different game. Lino there with a great save there. Carrera should have scored this, man. He should have scored this, man. The 85th minute, man. Riquelme. Kobal actually was clutch in the second half. Then Dortmund finally started creating pressure. 96th minute, Bryant hit the post there. Then Brian Gittins there. Blocked. Brandt there blocked. Sabitzer with a save. And yeah, full crook with there with his 51st minute. Brandt, and then Haller, man. Sebastian Haller scores the 81st minute. And this is a huge goal for Dortmund. Huge goal in the grand scheme of the tie. And to give Dortmund a lifeline there. And now heading to the second leg, guys. This is tough. Like, it's tough because I think because the thing is, Dortmund, the second leg's at home for Dortmund. Remember, the second leg's at home for Dortmund. And you can look at how good Dortmund were in this game. But the issue for Dortmund is that they weren't good enough in the final third. And that's the problem with Dortmund, is that Atletico Madrid, they're so devastating in the counterattack. So for Atletico Madrid, because the thing is, Atleti just needs one goal. If Atleti scores first at the Signal Iduna Park, it's going to be very difficult for Dortmund. Because I think Dortmund, for me, they're really good in possession, but Atletico Madrid are so devastating in the counterattack. And that's what's so key, is that because the thing is, I think for Dortmund to get back on level terms, they have to score first. I think Dortmund have to score first. If Dortmund don't score first, and Atletico score first, it's going to be very difficult for Dortmund to turn this around. So, yeah, and we know how Simeone is. We know how defensive of a coach he is, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Simeone play so defensive a second leg. I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, let's read some of guys. Let me do a poll the man of the match. So 50% says Foden. Foden, man of the match. Yeah. I personally, for me, I actually go with Vinicius, but Foden is respectable. Vinicius didn't score. Foden obviously did. So fair enough, man. Man of the match for this game. Let's see. Who is the man of the match for this game? Griezmann, I'm going to put in. I'll put in DePaul. And I think you could put in maybe Kobal. I think Kobal was good. Even though he started off bad, I think Kobal had a good game in the second half. He improved. So Kobal and maybe Haller. I don't know about Haller. And maybe you could put in let's say Lino. So let me read some of you guys' messages in the chat. I feel disgusted as a Borussia Dortmund fan, but I feel confident we could come back to the second leg at home. We'll see, Patrick. We'll see. Like I said, Dortmund have to score first. If they don't score first, it's going to be very difficult to turn this around. Very difficult. But if Dortmund score first, they could do this, man. They could do this. All right. Let's see. Okay. Real always show up in the competition. It doesn't matter. That's yet. I mean, I understand Balkan Warrior. I understand what you're saying, but and that is true. Real Madrid do have a lot of heritage, but heritage can only take you so far. You know. Well, we'll see, man. Real Madrid, prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. You know, but I still think Manchester are heavy favorites. I still think they're heavy favorites. But yeah, Real Madrid can do this. There's no denying that. And if there's any team to win at Etihad, I would favor Real Madrid. I would favor Real Madrid. But I still think Manchester the heavy. I still think Manchester the favorites. As I said, Dortmund had a chance to tie the game at the end. Oh yeah, Dortmund, like they hit the post right there in the end, right? Who hit the post actually? I think it was let me actually see if I can find here. Second half, man. Second half. Yeah, this chance right here. 96th minute, Brandt. That was the chance meant to level it, man. Level it. Atletico have control the tie. When you have Simeone managing the situation, you have an advantage. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like, for me, the problem with Atletico Madrid is that they allow Dortmund to get back in the game, and that's what's worrying. Because for Atletico Madrid, I would be very confident for them to move to the second leg with a 2-0 margin. 2-0 margin would be fantastic. One goal, it's tough. One goal is very difficult, and we know how good Dortmund is at home, guys. Dortmund is really good at home. I think the last time Dortmund lost at home in the Champions League knockout stage was against Man City. I remember Dortmund led in that game. Man City got a penalty. Man City were able to turn it around. So Dortmund don't really lose a lot in the knockout stage at home. They just don't. They are difficult to beat at the Signal Iduna Park. So please understand that. All right. So let's go ahead and move to this. Now let's talk about Barca, man. Let's talk about Barcelona, man. All right. So let me actually get to the Barca thing. So we're actually good on time, guys. We're actually good on time. We're 40 minutes in. So we're not spending too much time here, which is good. Which is good to see, man. Good to see. So Barcelona, man. So let me actually tell you guys when I saw the starting 11. When I saw the starting 11 for actually, let's talk about PSG first. That starting 11 for PSG is probably the best 11. That was probably the best 11 they could have maybe put. Personally, for me, I wouldn't have put Marquinhos at right back. I would have maybe put Norton Mukiele, and I would have started Ugarte. I think Ugarte should have started over Bobby Ruiz, and I think Zaire Emery should have started. That front three was probably the best front three they could have had. And I don't know why Mbappe wasn't playing at striker. Mbappe played a left winger was terrible. And Asensio was just terrible. For Barcelona, man, that was probably the best 11 we put out there, except Roberto. Obviously, Roberto starting was not a great decision. And but I think the reason why Roberto, I think, started this game was because Christensen was in a yellow card. And had Christensen pick up a second yellow card in this game, he would have been suspended for the second leg. So I think the idea was that we would preserve Christensen. Obviously, it didn't really matter there because Christensen still got suspended. But yeah, I mean, so let's talk about that first half. So I'm gonna give credit. PSG actually played well for like the first 15 minutes. I would say PSG were actually the better team for 15 minutes. We actually weren't great in the first 15 minutes, you know. But then Barca started to grow into the game. Barca started to grow in the game, and Cancelo I thought was amazing. I thought Cancelo was great, fantastic defensively. Like this is probably one of the best games of St. Joao Cancelo from a defensive standpoint in a long time. Like I think this might be his best game as a defensive fullback on today's game. Like, I haven't seen Cancelo do this kind of defensive work. Like, I haven't seen him be this good defensively in a long time. You know? So, I just think that for me, for Cancelo, I thought he was amazing, man. I thought he was fantastic on the day. Fantastic, right? Then comes to Rafinha, man. Rafinha there with the goal there, man. And I was in the PSG, like the defending PSG did for that first goal was absolutely disgraceful. How do you give that much? How is nobody marking Rafinha there is just disgraceful. Nobody marking him is disgraceful. And it's 1-0 to PSG. So, and you're thinking to myself, oh my God. Wow. Terrible, man. Terrible. Then, and then you're thinking to yourself, okay, 1-0 up, halftime, looking good. PSG didn't really create any real good goal scoring opportunities. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, everything is true sailing. Defensively, we've been fantastic. And you could see PSG were not able to create anything from the central positions. We're able to force them out wide. And that was a very key thing, is that Barcelona were able to be smart with the defensive output. They're able to make sure that PSG had to go out wide to create chances. Right? And in the second half, man, credit to Luis Enrique. He made the right changes at halftime. Brought up Barcalo, took off Asensio. Asensio was disastrous. He had a garbage first half. And then all of a sudden, PSG turned it around. PSG turned it around, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my geez. So let's talk about the first goal there from Ousmane Dembele, man. Ousmane Dembele scores that first goal, and you're thinking to myself, oh my geez, Dembele, man. It was not a great clearance from Araujo. Not the best clearance from Araujo. Fabian Ruiz puts it on for Dembele, and Dembele, actually Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz got the assist there and Dembele, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my geez, we allowed them to get back in the game. Then Vitinha scores, and a great turnaround there. Oh, sorry. Who got the assist for the Oh yeah, nobody got the assist for the Dembele goal because Araujo made the poor clearance. It's Ruiz that made the assist there for the Vitinha goal. Ruiz made the pass for Vitinha there to make it 2-1 to PSG, man. And then credit to Xavi. Xavi, you have to give him a lot of credit. He made the substitutions at the 61st minute after we conceded 2 goals. Brought in Joao Felix, brought in Pedri, and Pedri, guys. Did you guys see that Pedri pass Rafinha, guys? It was almost like, how do I put this in words? It was like a pinpoint cross over the top to Rafinha, and Rafinha makes it 2-0. And I'm thinking, 2-2. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my geez, what a turnaround. Then Barcelona, man, we started to play well. It's a great combination there. And then Dembele hits a post in the 75th minute, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Dembele had scored again, I would have got angry. Then Christensen scored a great goal there, great header. Gundogan there with the assist. And for PSG, man, they tried to score a goal in stoppage time to make it 3-3, but it wasn't to be. And Barcelona holds on to win 3-2 away at PSG, man. And it was an amazing, a huge win for Barcelona on the road against PSG. And PSG, for me, man, were disappointing in the second half, man. Like I don't know what happened to be how do you manage to make it 2-1, then screw up and lose at home? Like PSG, man, very, very disappointing, man. Very disappointing from PSG, man. And at the top, I think that, for Barcelona, man, we're now in the driving seat now. The second leg to play at home, we're good to go. The only issues we have for the second leg is that Roberto's gonna be suspended and Christensen is gonna be suspended. And I think that means that hopefully Pedri. So that means Pedri's gonna have to start. So we're gonna see Pedri, Gundogan, and Frenkie de Jong. And I think that will be a good midfield. And maybe Fermin Lopez as well. But yeah, for Barcelona, man, we got the win there. PSG, like I said, they weren't great. Like PSG, for me, man, Mbappe had a disaster class. We have to talk about Kylian Mbappe, man. Kylian Mbappe was terrible today. He was terrible. He was not great on the day whatsoever. And the Barca defense locked him up. Koundé, Cancelo, Araujo, Kubarsi, they man marked him. At PSG, their midfield wasn't that great. Even though they scored those 2 goals, the midfield was not great overall. Defensively, they were shaky. Donnarumma wasn't great. Nuno Mendes. Oh, I forgot to talk about this, man. Nuno Mendes made that goal line clearance. He was probably the best player in the back line. But yeah, for PSG, man, this is disastrous result for them. Disastrous result for them. This is the worst result for PSG. And the fact that they lost this game at home is disastrous. It's terrible. It's terrible. Because now they have to travel away to Centurion Monarch Stadium, and they have to win. They have to win. And not just win. They have to win by a 2-goal difference. And only one team has won by actually two teams have only won there by a 2-goal differential. That's being Villarreal and Girona. I believe, correct me in the chat, guys, if I'm wrong. There's no other team that beat Barcelona by 2 goals at our stadium. So, like I said, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. I'm very happy with this win. I'm very, very happy. And yeah, man. You know what? Since I already finished my analysis. I guess I could bring him on. And yeah, let me see, man. Let me see. Okay. So, yeah, let me read some of you guys' comments. Or are we? That Sebastian has an L carved on his forehead. Yeah, this is a big L for Sebastian, man. Big L, man. Big L. Pookie says low. Dembele always doing what he does best, missing chances. The thing is, like, Dembele had a good game, but the thing is, Dembele is still not clinical. Dembele is still not clinical whatsoever. And you can see right here, guys, he had 5 shots and only 1 goal. Pookie says, well, I got to go now. Peace, Pookie. Peace. Master says, bye, Pookie. Rafinha is back. Haha. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Matt. I still think Rafinha needs to improve overall, but Rafinha is starting to improve. Like, he's starting to improve. And like I said, guys, my thing with Rafinha is this. I always stated this with Rafinha. He's not really a good player, but he's a very good player stats-wise. Because statistically, he's really good. But, like, his dribbling, his playmaking, I still don't rate Rafinha for that. But in terms of goal scoring and assist, Rafinha is actually pretty good. Rafinha is good. If you can just improve his overall ability as a player and be more effective when it comes to dribbling, beating players 1v1, that kind of stuff, then I would be then I think for me, he would be fantastic. Fantastic. It's just that he doesn't have those kind of traits. He only has he only has a goal scoring attribute, which is the problem. So yeah. Let me read some guys' messages in the chat. Sam said that Dembele goal was just pure luck. He slipped, then the goal just went above, just like I didn't expect it. PSG is trash, Sam says. Yeah, PSG, they failed. They failed, man. Sam says Barca versus Man City final. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see, Sam. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Let's make sure we qualify for the semis first, but that'll be an interesting final, man. An interesting Champions League final. Interesting. And I hope we could beat Man City. I really hope we could beat Man City in that final, but that'll be very difficult. But yeah. Let's see what happens. Master says Fap Mob. Patrick Mio says, well done. Hope for a finish the second leg. Master said, will Cooley be on the second leg stream? Well, actually, here's the thing, Mats. I actually wanted to do the stream by myself, just go through the games. But since I already kind of finished my analysis, we can bring him on right now. But I don't know if he's available right now, so we'll see. Or Desmond says, hello, man. Hello. And now let me go ahead and go back to this comment I missed earlier. Oh, wait. Shoot, I have to go back. Okay, whatever. I'll just go back, I guess. Where are we? This is the best in-game management by Xavi. Just look how smartly did the subs. Avoided the 2 yellows to important players. Flowers to Xavi and the Brazilian player Rafinha. Yeah, I have to give credit to Xavi. Xavi, we have to give credit for. He was fantastic with his in-game management. He ensured that Christensen came on late. And even though he did get a yellow card at the end, Christensen almost went through the second leg without getting a yellow card. Bringing Pedri on when things were going bad. Then obviously making those changes. Yeah, like Xabi, you have to give credit. Bringing Christensen on as well, the 75th minute. Taking off Rafinha, taking off De Jong there. That was a great change. Like, you have to give Xavi his flower here. Like, he actually was great management-wise. And I've been very critical of Xavi when it comes to in-game management and his tactics. And I think his tactics today were spot on. His tactics today was spot on. And PSG, like I said, they weren't great. And I think you know what the weird thing is, guys? I feel like we actually exposed PSG at their own game. We actually played counter-attacking against PSG when normally we're the possession team. PSG actually played more of a possession team today than a counter-attacking team. And we actually outsmarted them at their own game, which is actually incredibly interesting. So, yeah. Very interesting, man. Very interesting. Let me see what you guys say in the chat. Since he's a false 9, what? And yeah, it's actually crazy. Xavi actually outcoached Luis Enrique in this game. He actually outcoached him, which is actually crazy, because Luis Enrique is a much more experienced coach. He is more knowledgeable. He's very smart when it comes to his players. But you can see that Xavi actually outsmarted him. Lewandowski was actually great. Yamal was great. Like, even though Yamal, Lewandowski, Roberto, Kunde, Cancelo didn't score, I still think they had great games. Kubarsi, I thought, was good. Araujo, Ter Stegen, like, the whole team played well in the day. And like I said, we actually outcoached PSG at their own game, which is actually very surprising for Barca, because we actually play counter-attacking football when Barca is typically known for possession-based football, which is actually very interesting, very interesting. Since he's a false nine, what? Never mind, I'm back low. All right, we're about to end the stream soon, though. So, but yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that my overall takeaway is that we outcoached PSG at their own game. Xavi outcoached Luis Enrique. And Xavi he used a, what is it called? He used counter-attacking against PSG, and PSG tried to play possession-based and try to beat Barcelona. You see where I'm coming at, right? Like that, like, you see how Xavi is, you got to give him his flowers, man. And you see how good Barca's midfield is. Gundogan, Roberto. Okay, Gundogan, De Jong, Pedri, man. Christensen. Like, Barcelona is actually good. Like, we're actually in peak form, guys. Because Barcelona actually tried to act, I don't know if you guys know this. Historically speaking, Barcelona actually tend to do very well in the second half of the season, especially in the March to April period. Man, I am so pumped for El Clasico. We have to get revenge. We have to get revenge next weekend. Next weekend is El Clasico, guys. And I'm very much looking forward to that. Oh, I'm very much looking forward to it, man. I'm very much looking forward to it. So, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap the stream up very soon, man. So let me go ahead and do man of the match real quick. So Griezmann is your man of the match for Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's do a man of the match for this game. So, man of the match, obviously, Rafinha is going to be a contender.
Sorry if I'm late. I just came home.
Yeah. Just give me a thoughts, because we're about to wrap things up. So, I basically, to summarize what I say is that Xavi actually outcoached Luis Enrique at his own game. Because, it's actually weird. We actually won this game by counter-attack, and PSG lost this game by playing possession-based.
We won the midfield battle. We won the grits battle. We suffered a bit. Let me start.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to say to the boys, La Masia Products boys, I'm proud. You made us proud today. It says you won the battle, but the war isn't over yet. So don't get a big head, boys. We still gotta go home. We gotta sharpen our swords. And the ultra fans, bro, I know you're not allowed inside, but I want you guys to swarm the entire mountain of Montjuic this second leg. Xavi Hernandez versus Luis Enrique. I don't think this game we had to be conservative. We had to be defensive. We had to hold back. Today we had to hit on the counter. We couldn't afford to concede yellow cards. We conceded 2 with Christensen and Roberto. Christensen is a miss, but I think with the most important thing I didn't want was Araujo not to be available.
Yes, that's huge.
So
that's huge.
Araujo is available for the second leg. Kubarsi, like our starting defense, is available, and we have Inigo Martinez if we need to seal up some gaps for the rest of the game. So Lamine Yamal a little quiet. It's expected. He's like 16 years old. I can't really rip him. I think he did okay. He tried to cross. He tried to do Trivela passes. The Trivela pass that he tried to give the level led to a deflection from Donnarumma to Rafinha goal. Rafinha, this is what we want from you, bro. This is what we need from this guy more often. Like, not only his goal scoring, but he completed dribbles, surprisingly, in the deeper areas of the field. He did very, very well. He was deservingly the man of the match. So, Rafinha, kudos to you. But we need you to do this every time you're on the pitch, bro. Every time.
Yeah.
So, Rafinha, amazing. Congrats to him. Ilkay Gundogan might be the best German midfielder in the world. Might be the best midfielder I've ever in a long time to put on a Barca shirt. This guy is unbelievable, and his impact in these big games are like, if something were to happen to him, I'll be devastated right now. So
I'm
happy that he's fit. I'm happy that he's a fighter. He's a creator. He is everything.
He's a
He's an
captain.
absolute leader. Frankie De Jong, he was okay. He was
Yeah, he
sharp.
was okay.
He wasn't causing mistake. He was trying to defend, but he needs to do better. He was very conservative.
I mean, to be fair, he did come from like a long term injury, so maybe we should give him some benefit. Maybe we should give him some leeway.
And for me, the next gem, the gem that had a lot of faith in coming into this game, who I wanted him to start and wanted him to announce himself to the world, Pau Kubarsi. Pau
Kubarsi was
Kubarsi
great.
today showed that Barca just doesn't hype up La Masia talent just for fun, bro. There's a reason we do it. We actually have the capabilities to produce intelligent players. But Kubarsi, our entire midfield and defense defending as a unit because it was necessary. We had too many yellow cards. Too many players could have not been available for the second leg. We had to be conservative, and we managed. Not only did we manage holding back, we managed to not only punch first, but we managed to make a comeback. So you imagine, we go at home where our performance are even double. We're at our peak right now. We're at our peak of our
Yeah.
consistency levels. We're at our peak. We go at home. We don't have to pull any punches anymore. We can do tactical fouls. We can do whatever we want now without fear. I'm telling you, bro. I don't like to predict
Yeah.
it, but we're ready for our fight for the second leg because, bro, PSG should have never. PSG Ultra fans, bro, you shouldn't have made this personal, bro. You shouldn't have made this a personal battle, bro. You shouldn't have called us cheaters. You shouldn't have called us a disgrace. You shouldn't have been barking like a bunch of hungry wolves. Because Barca will always be a club with heritage, more heritage than PSG.
And like I said, we do our talking on the pitch.
Literally, bro. So the disrespect we have been receiving throughout this game, telling us that we're gonna be smoked 5-0, that we're gonna be embarrassed, that we're not a strong team, or that we don't have anything to offer. We went to your home today. We went and
Yes.
look at their ultra fans in the eyes and we said, what now? What are you gonna do? Anyways,
Yeah.
today, if you're
Yeah.
a Barca fan, you can definitely be proud of the youngsters.
Oh yeah, I'm
Be
very proud. I'm very proud.
Be
Because for
proud.
me,
But
yeah.
there's one more leg to go. Anything can happen. But if we're winning, if these guys are willing to fight one more time for this badge, we're going through. We're going
Let me
through.
let me ask you this question because you obviously follow Barcelona for a longer period of time than I have. Is this the best defensive performance you've seen for Barca a long time in the
Oh
Champions League?
yes, definitely. I knew we were gonna concede 80. I actually contemplated that we were gonna lose today, but
Yeah.
I would have been much more satisfied with like a 2-1. Like let's say Vitinha scored, we kept it tight. No one scored after that, and we take it at home and we try to bottle it out.
That was impressive. We were able to withstand the momentum because momentum was with PSG after they scored the second goal, and a lot of Barca fans were probably thinking that oh my god, we might get destroyed now. This might end 3 or 4-1.
Yeah, right now.
So, yeah, it was very very impressive that Barca were able to withstand the pressure and able to score 2 goals, and now put themselves as favorites to advance. So, yeah, I think for the Barca, man, I want to give a shout out to. I thought Joao Cancelo was amazing. Do you agree? Joao Cancelo was fantastic. Like this was probably the best defensive game I've seen in a long time from him.
Defensively, he was amazing today.
It was amazing.
He did have one mistake, but luckily Mbappe was offside.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah, I remember
now, that's thanks to Kubarsi. Kubarsi is a highly intelligent defender. I never seen a kid with this much confidence. The first goal came from a pass from him. Right, he lit 80. He caught between the PSG defensive and midfield line. Like if they he did it with such arrogance. He said oh, because he's 17, bro, and he's young and he's inexperienced. The PSG players thought that this kid doesn't have it in him to filter balls between tight areas. So when they saw this kid infiltrate the midfield with that pass, and Lewandowski had all the space in the world to link up play, I I started laughing. Like, you want to be arrogant? You want to feel like you're so superior and you're so almighty to these youngsters? Bro, these youngsters are hungry. They come from the academy.
Yeah, shout out to
And-
Lewandowski. Lewandowski had a good game.
Yeah,
Even though he didn't score.
I'm about to get to him. Lewa,
Oh, sorry.
he was superb. He was amazing. He should have gotten a goal, but Nuno Mendes, for me, Nuno Mendes was unbelievable today.
Yeah. For me, for me, he was definitely the best player in the back line. For sure.
He kept. Not only was he defensively solid, but going forward, he has a lot of attributes. So I like that profile. Nuno Mendes is quality. So freaking Lewa, he had chance. He had that one chance. He almost converted. His link-up play today, superb.
And remember that dribble he did for the first goal? Like that, like if Lewandowski doesn't do that, Rafinha doesn't score.
Mm-hmm. But that, before Lewandowski to do that, that ball had to came to him in the most perfect direction. So for me, Lewa, you didn't score today.
Fantastic.
But if you're not gonna, as a striker, you're not gonna score, and you put up a footballing performance like this, I absolutely thank you, Lewandowski.
He was like a decoy.
He was literally playing second striker, a deep line playmaking striker. The second half, he kind of dipped a bit. He actually almost a little bit disappeared, but that's because of his age.
You can't fault him.
You can't fault him. So the first touch, the tight dribbling, it's gonna be a little bit laggish because fatigue tends to get to Lewa at that age. We took off Rafinha for Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres, I think João Felix played in a while for Ferran Torres. Had Ferran Torres scored, I would have lost it. But I'm proud of the boys. Proud of Xavi. Xavi. This is the thing that Xavi don't understand, and the media doesn't understand. With Xavi, bro, I wasn't asking for your departure, bro. I was asking for you to change things, to fix this team, to make it perform. I was asking to try different things on the pitch. So bring on certain players, switch things up. Don't be complacent. So you decide to announce your departure. That's fine. But I told you guys this, bro, that when Barca starts, between February going to April, Barca starts going up in their performances. It's a natural thing throughout the club's history. We start to peak at this time. And I told you in the DMs, AD, you can take the screenshot before the game. I told you that we might actually win because we're at a point of the season where we just click. As a collective, we just click and we go up. So perfect timing. Now you have this thing when Barca starts to improve a little based on trajectory. And then you add it with Xavi Hernandez changing things to the lineup and actually seeing it come to fruition, and now we're competing. So we were defensively solid. We got we actually expected a more of a draw or minimize the damage because we know the Parc des Princes is a hard place to play. But no way we thought we were gonna go in there and we were gonna win. And not only we were gonna be the first one to punch, but then we were gonna do our next comeback. So that's all I gotta say. Xavi Hernandez, congrats to the first leg win. And Barca fans, you can celebrate today because you won the war, you won the battle, but the war isn't over yet. You know how the gladiators you won the battle today. So you can celebrate this battle we won. But then the second leg, we're gonna have to go to war again, and we have to make sure we get this done. And we go to the semis, and it's gonna be such a financial boost for us, not only marketing wise, sponsors wise. We're no longer gonna be right there. It's gonna help Barca a lot, One last thing I just want to say, we need to get back the respect of the entirety of the world of football, because it seems like throughout the years, people we just lost the respect. We lost the respect. People were just disrespecting us. So if we continue this, we can get the respect back and let people know that Barca will always be there to compete.
Yeah, let's talk quickly about PSG. Obviously, they're the losing team, and there was really not a lot of standout players for PSG. I thought Dembele, I guess it was actually crazy. Dembele is probably one of PSG's best players today, even though he missed a lot of chances.
Let me think who were superb. The defense was awful for PSG. I didn't want to
Yeah, like
surprise.
only Nuno Mendes was good for the back line.
Nuno
Everyone else was bad.
Mendes, superb, masterclass. I'll say. I think he's
Yeah, yeah.
unbelievable.
Actually,
Vitinha,
Vitinha was good.
Vitinha was really good. I actually liked how he played. He actually, bro, I was scared when he was on the ball, mainly because like, bro, he takes his time and then
Yeah, he's
he
very
looks
technical.
around. He looks around and he picks the most dangerous pass in the most dangerous positions, and our defenders were already a bit tired to go chase
Yeah,
the passes that he was picking. So
yeah.
like
Vitinha was amazing.
Rafinha was amazing. Plus, he got a goal. I think it's his
Yeah,
first
yeah.
goal for the Champions League. So
Yeah, and
congratulations.
remember, I don't know if you know this. He actually scored a few weeks ago against Marseille, and PSG and Marseille are like big rivals, and so it was a huge moment for him. So if the team was coming into this game in good form,
Mhm.
Kenny Lee, he was okay, I guess.
Ruiz, I think Ruiz had an okay game. I think he was good.
Yeah,
Um, I think defensively, like pressing wise, like he's pretty lazy. He's easy to cut apart. So I
yeah.
hope.
What about Kenny Lee? What do you think about him?
Oh, fantastic! I think he has a lot of character. I think he's
Yeah,
very interesting player.
he's very versatile. He can play as a
Now,
winger. He can play as a center mid
there are
as well.
certain Barca fans that were begging for Dembele to come back. I hope you understand that he just celebrated against the club that has backed him for so many years, that had tried to believe in his abilities, and he just celebrated when he scored against your team. So if you still wanna ride on his coattails, or yeah, you still wanna praise him for being, you still wanna ride him. You guys can go ahead,
And
but not for me, boy. Dembele, you scored against us, you celebrate against us, kudos to you, but hold that. You can hold this L. You didn't get your story. The
yeah,
Mbappe. This game was
yeah,
specifically a test run to see if we are capable of shutting down this world class French winger known as Mbappe. And
yeah. Disastrous.
Araujo showed that for me that he is the best man marking. Araujo and Kunde, no, mainly Araujo. Kunde Kunde did an amazing job slowing down
Oh, Cancelo,
Mbappe.
Cancelo was also great on Mbappe, man.
You know what?
Cancelo was
It
also
was
good.
two against one, two against one. But well, for me, Araujo showed that he's the best man marking defender in football. Like
Yeah,
if you ask him to go man mark this opponent, he'll do it for you and he'll win because his physicality, his determination, bro, and his side tackles and aerial duels are crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah,
positioning again, he will always be
yeah,
a little bad at positioning and passing wise, but that's because he doesn't come from the academy. He's from
yeah,
Uruguay. He's a different style of defender. So
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
but that's why Kubarsi is there, so helping with that. So
It's always good to have center backs a different profile. You don't want the exact same. Then it's kind of
mhm.
pointless. You want different profiles.
so Mbappe disaster class.
Yeah, Mbappe was terrible, and Mbappe was
Really
terrible.
terrible. Like the guy that they were saying that he was gonna score like a hat trick on us, five past us, that he was gonna be an off. He didn't even have a shot on target. He didn't have
Yeah,
anything. Guys were scared. Guys, wait, 80, go look at the DMs. And what did I say? Did I? Well, I said no one was gonna get a yellow card in our defense. Christensen did, but the starting defenders, I think Kobarsi got a yellow card, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Kovarski,
the
yeah,
main guy Araujo, the guy that had to keep Mbappe, that was the guy we were scared of getting sent off. He didn't get a yellow card the entirety of the game.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Donnarumma was terrible. Donnarumma was bad in this game.
That he's attacks on PSG mainly because he's suffering from carrying Benzema curse.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think Inomado's right on HH's stream. HH's space. I think ever since Benzema did that against Donnarumma's fallen off.
yeah, Donnarumma is in that category of players that have fallen off. I think unfortunately Ter Stegen is one of those victims of Benzema because that Dembele goal shouldn't even have happened because any world class competent goalkeeper latches that ball out of that direction. But this is why I'm telling you, like, Ter Stegen isn't trustworthy. So in the game against the second leg, we have to go knowing that we're gonna concede because Ter Stegen is the actual tax. Like two of the goals came from the near post or PSG, both sides. He didn't cover any of them. So for me, I'll say Mbappe disaster class was gonna be, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Donnarumma,
Ronaldo,
he's not
yeah,
him. He's not him. But
Yeah. I feel ashamed about putting my combined 11. I feel ashamed of that. Yeah, Beraldo was he was okay. He wasn't really that great. But to be fair,
I'm
he just
curious.
came.
Well, what does the comment section say? I'm curious.
Yeah, Asensio was terrible. Yeah, Asensio had disaster class. I don't know why. I don't know why Luis Enrique put him as a striker. It didn't work.
What happened to the Portuguese striker?
Are you talking about Gonzalo Ramos? He didn't play. He only played in the 5 minutes. But like I say, like guys, look at the
Wait,
stats.
he came on?
Yeah, he came in the 85th minute. He didn't do anything. But
I didn't even
you know, it's actually crazy. Barca, we outplayed PSG in their own game. We did counterattacks against PSG because PSG are known for counterattacks. And PSG tried to do possession against us and it failed.
Guess what? Another stat. PSG has been unbeaten and in an unbeaten streak in the both UCL and in their league at home, and we were the first team to break the winning streak at the Parc des Princes. So
yeah,
that's crazy from the boys coming into such a difficult stadium, a stadium where it's very
hostile.
Very hostile. So they came in there, they took over, they destroyed, they took the deed of the Parc des Princes and tore it into pieces. So
yeah,
do you remember?
Yeah, do you remember the last time we played at Parc des Princes? We should have won that game.
Oh yeah. But we had the one guy that will never ever win you a Champions League, the Ousmane Dembele. So PSG fans, I know you enjoyed that Dembele goal, but don't forget this same game he missed another 1v1 against Ter Stegen and he hit the post. Where any normal striker would have buried that and it would have been game over for us. But you have a player that is known for costing you big games in the Champions League night. So I can't wait for us to go to the Montjuic and see this happen again when he has a 1v1 and he skies it over the bar.
Yeah, Barca fans, get your numbers and start booing Dembele.
This is why I never wanted Dembele. And I don't miss him for one bit. I don't even if I don't like Rafinha.
Rafinha is better than Dembele.
I hate Dembele, bro. Dembele costs you chances.
Okay. Will you finally admit Rafinha is better than Dembele?
No. Rafinha is more decisive, but he's not a better player, unfortunately.
Okay, how about this? He's a better goal scorer than Dembele. Can you agree with that?
That's right, decisive. He's more decisive.
Okay. You know what? That I can agree with. To be fair,
you give Rafinha the sitters, he'll bury them. You give Dembele the sitters, he won't bury them.
Because to be fair, Dembele is actually pretty good as a winger. Like comes to dribbling,
pace
making.
I don't like Dembele, but he's a problem. He's a problem. Like he has the talent to cause chaos, and I would love for Rafinha to have that ability to cause chaos.
Yeah,
but he doesn't.
Like they're both like opposite wingers if you think about it. Like Dembele is really good as a dribbler. Rafinha is really good as a finisher. Like they're basically opposites. Like if they
make better runs, Rafinha makes better runs.
Yeah. Okay, let's read some of you guys' comments. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go wrap this up, man. We're an hour 15 minutes in. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. He's trying to avoid humiliation. Why is Sebastian hiding?
Oh, Sebastian, where you at, bro? Come on, bro.
Okay. Master says, since he's a false nine, what?
We miss you, Sebastian. We miss you.
Pookie says, I'm looking forward to PSG comeback.
Pookie, you should know that comeback and PSG doesn't go together, you shameless Belizean.
Actually, that's true. What was the last time PSG didn't come back to Champions League?
By the way, Pookie, you should be on our side, bro, because PSG hates you guys as well. So support us, bro.
Okay.
Support us.
Okay, actually, let me know in the chat, guys. When was the last time PSG didn't come back in the Champions League? Let me know, because I'm actually curious. I'm genuinely curious.
There's this Asian guy, AD, that's named Mbappe FC. He's a player.
I know.
He said that Barca is worse at home, and that we are gonna lose. This guy is an absolute clown. He is his IQ level is above below room temperature. That guy.
I don't want to shame others on the stream.
I'm sorry, Eddie, but that guy, you can't be saying that we're home. Home is our friend, bro. Home is our friend.
Okay, no, but actually, let me know in the chat. When was the last time PSG did come back to the Champions League? Because I actually don't know.
I have no idea.
I think the answer, if there is an answer, it's been very.
Well, I can answer. I can tell you when was the last time a comeback happened to them.
Masha says hi.
Today it happened.
Oh yeah, today. Oh yeah, I guess good. Yeah, Masha says 80 show cooling my carved L comment. Oh yeah. Where is that?
Why did they have a carved L comment?
Sebastian has the L carved on his forehead.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
Okay. Imagine voting Dembo as man of the match. He missed a big chance just before Barca made it 2-3. I mean, for me, he was PSG's best player, in my opinion.
Dembele will do you that and also cost you in the end. So I'm telling you, the shot that Dembele took was literally because of foul of Kurt. It was literally Ter Stegen's fault that goal went in. Anyways, Ter statue for a reason. Next, let's see the other one.
Okay. I remember Kool-Aid being Xavi out in the past.
Yeah, I am Xavi out.
Okay. Can't get Legion good. Best marketing Mbappe since Walker. Yeah, like this is actually I think I would agree. Good did good against Mbappe. Funny Dembo knocks you guys out low. AD show cool in my carve L comment. Okay, I already did. Pookie said low. Me on Barca side, never, bro, never.
All right, Pookie. I respect the hate. I'm just as toxic as you.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is true. That is actually true. PSG comeback against Atalanta. Oh,
yeah, look at the name. Look at the name. Look who is against.
Come on. It was a crazy game, man. You have to admit.
They should be able to, with the money they spend, they should be able to beat Atalanta.
Actually, that is true. You can't be in a losing position against Atalanta.
Literally.
Okay. You don't need to read my repeated comment. Okay. Dingus says, hello, man. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining, Dingus. We're about to end the stream soon. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. This was a great stream. Like I said, guys, I'll see you guys next Wednesday for the next stream, guys. And I think we did good on time. We went a little bit over, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and end this poll, man. So most of you guys are voting Rafinha as the man of the match. So, yeah. Any final thoughts from you? Cool, before we head out?
All right, boys. I'd like to say for Barca fans, AD, you can go home, take a nice rest, and you can dream about better things. You like the boys that went to play today give us a day where we can relax and just be proud of our team. So the ball isn't over yet. We're gonna see what happens in the second leg. So we're gonna go to bed and just relax. Enjoy that we won the ball. We won the ball today.
Yeah. There might be a more recent one, but I can't think of no nice one. All right, don't worry, we're going out soon.
Nah, you're still in it, bro. You're still in it. Tree.
Yeah, the ties.
Beat us at the final. Fuki. Classico final. It's possible.
Let's take it one game at a time. Anyway, so hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. So please like and subscribe. We're at 13 likes. Can we get up to 15 before you head out? That would be very nice if we could get up to 15. And we did gain 2 subscribers.
I'll turn it to 15. Where's their link? Channel link. I haven't liked it yet.
Okay. Yeah, let's get up to 15, and then later tonight, man. Let's hope that Inter Miami can make it through.
All right, I liked it just now. It says 14, though. We need
so Barca showed up.
One more bro.
Yeah, one more, guys. Can we get up to 15? Let's try to end the stream when we get to 15.
Udo Mas, bro. 15. Big 15.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Where's my phone? Oh, yeah. I gave. Actually, yeah. So let me see. I think we. Okay. Let's see. Can we get up to 15, man? I think we're just gonna wrap it up here. Let me actually see if I like from my my second channel.
By the way, ESPN FC are pretty angry, bro. I don't know why. I think they expected something different.
Okay. So let's get up to 15. Can we get up one more like before we round off?
One more, guys. Who's gonna come in clutch? Who's a big game player? Big game player in the chat. Come on, bro.
I already did for my second account. Can we get up to 15, man? That's okay. It's okay. 14's close. I think people are gonna watch the replay.
A bunch of ballers in the chat. They can't offer us another like bunch of ballers. Y'all are PSG right now.
Anyways, 15, man, I'll see you guys. Bro.
Like whosoever one last thing, Eddie. Whosoever gets a 15 like will win the Champions League. So if you're supporting a team, get it.
Okay. I should have probably asked earlier to be fair, but yeah. 14. Okay, let's see. Let's see how many people are in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. 14. Come on, man. Just one more, man. One more.
Yeah, we can wait till later. See who else will get it.
Yeah. I mean, I think people probably will like on the replay when they finish watching the replay. All right, let's just end it up here. It's okay. So if you guys enjoy, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Europa League and Conference League reaction. And we'll see what tomorrow brings, man, because tomorrow we're gonna have some interesting games. I'm really looking forward to that West Ham Leverkusen game, man.
Partidazo. You know what partidazo means in Spanish? Super match. Game.
You know, unfortunately, we don't have any Spanish teams like competitions tomorrow. That's
but it is a partidazo. All right, let's go.
Anyways, all right, see you guys later. Peace, man. Peace.
Later, guys. Bye.